There's nothing I hate more than when someone makes like a reel or YouTube video showing me a product and I'm like, I've gotta have that. They have sold me on it. And then I go click on the page and it has 1 star. Ugh, it drives me insane. So in today's video, I'm sharing 19 products you will love with near perfect reviews. All of these products have 4.5 stars or above. A lot of these products even have 5 stars, but let me stop blabbing and let's get into today's video. So product number 1 is right behind me and it is this black olive tree. So black olive trees are kind of taking over the olive tree when it comes to faux trees. First it was the faux fiddly fig, then it was the faux olive, now it's the black olive. It's a little bit more sparse, it's a little bit more high-end looking, and this one is fantastic. I believe it's 7 feet tall, and then all you have to do is add some like styrofoam or some old trash into like your vase or planter to make it even taller. That's the ultimate faux flower hack. I love this tree, and the assembly takes like 30 seconds, which I absolutely adore. Next, we have this dandruff comb. You're probably thinking, what? So this is a comb that basically gets out all of the built up debris in your hair. So dandruff, oils, all that good stuff. You should be using a stripping shampoo, of course, but this actually gets all that stuff out that you can't normally see, and you push this button and all of the debris comes to the forefront. Oh my gosh, it's so disgusting, but it's also like so satisfying. It like gives me the vibes of like a pimple popping video. It's a great way to make sure that your hair is actually clean, even though you just washed it. I feel like a lot of the times we think something is clean and it's not actually clean, and this is a great way to verify when it comes to your hair. A product that is great for that when it comes to your skin is the Clean Skin Club Towel. Now I have horrible hyperpigmentation. You can't tell right now because I have on like the world's best foundation, but horrible hyperpigmentation, and something that makes it worse is when I leave my makeup on or I wash my face and I think I've gotten all my makeup off, but I haven't. This is not something I would recommend to someone who doesn't have acne. You do not need a single-use towel, just use a washcloth. But it doesn't matter how many times I wash my washcloths or whatever, my face is still so sensitive. So Clean Skin Club Towels really do it for me. They have near perfect reviews that have really helped me diminish the hyperpigmentation caused by leftover makeup that I've been struggling with. I don't have any new scars, only old ones, and I love it. Next, we have these peel and stick under cabinet lights. Now I love a good under cabinet light, but half the ones people recommend, the light is not diffused at all, and it looks like little specks on the ground. Oh, it looks atrocious. It's just better not to have any lighting at all. These are fantastic. You get a set of 2 in the set. They're USB rechargeable. They hold a great charge. They're motion sensor. So you can set them on auto, you can set them on and off. There's no remote though, so keep that in mind. These are great in your bathroom, in your kitchen, under your nightstands. That's where I have mine, and I love the look. But I will say, if you don't dust and you put these there, you're gonna be very aware of the fact that you don't dust because it illuminates everything. But I love this extra layer of lighting. I think it looks so luxe. Another lighting option that has almost 5 stars is the set of 2 smart light bulbs. Everyone should have smart light bulbs because every room in your home requires a different type of lighting, and buying individual light bulbs can be a pain because most lamps take E26, so E26 is what I'm gonna buy. These are all E26 smart light bulbs. Just twist, screw, and you can change the light with your phone, and I love that. I love how versatile these lights are because you can move them throughout your home and not have to buy a new light bulb, right? You can be like, oh, my light bulb went out in this room, I don't use the one in this lamp, I'm gonna put it in there, and then you're able to choose the type of lighting that works for that particular room. 10 out of 10 for me. And next, we have to obviously talk about the old reliable. That is the Obrecht task lamp. It has been one of my favorite products on Amazon since I started ever shopping on Amazon because it looks so high-end, it is super sturdy, and you can hit it 50 million times and it's not gonna fall apart, and I like beat up my lamps for some reason. This is a task lamp. It's swing arm, it's height adjustable, it's light adjustable, so if you can't see, if you wanna set the mood, if you wanna swing something over your nightstand and over your bed, this is great. A great alternative to nightstand lamps. It's a great way to section off an open concept. I cannot say enough great things about task lamps, and these are the creme de la creme, and they get a 4.5 star. Next, we have these faux fur bolster pillows. So if you've been paying attention to interior design trends, and if you haven't been, subscribe to my channel because I talk about them all the time. A pillow shape that's really in right now is the bolster pillow, and these faux fur bolster pillows are it. They come in so many different colors. These are so soft. I literally have to fight the dog to get off of them. He's like, these are my pillows. They're so soft. They're so buttery. They're a great way to add some texture while sticking to a very neutral color palette, and bolsters are great because they add a shape that you don't see very often. Beds and sofas can get really boring with all the square pillows. This is gonna mix it up, it's gonna shake it up, and you're gonna be like, ooh la la, this looks amazing. And bolsters work for just about every single interior design style, so they're a really great option to have, and they give you so much support for your lumbar spine, and I'm getting old, and that's something that I need. I also have these chenille pillow covers. I've talked about them before, I know, but they almost get 5 stars, and they are buttery soft. I just love the way that they feel, and I love how the light light hits them, it hits it kind of like how light hits velvet, but without like looking stained like velvet often does. I think these pillows are absolutely immaculate, and they look right out of the Amber Interiors or McGee & Co. like catalogs at a fraction of the price. And when I say a fraction, I mean like under $20 for a set of 2. And then we do have one more pillow cover. It's this linen square pillow cover. Who just doesn't need a good linen pillow cover? Pillow covers these days on like other retailer websites, they're like $200 without the insert. I don't know what's going on in their heads, but they need to stop. No, I'm not paying that. These are great. They're not see-through, even if you're putting a white insert in them, which most of us are, and I love that. I love how thick the fabric is. I love how it holds the pillow nice and snug and where the zipper is placed. The only downside is the tag is slightly visible, but I just cut it off and we're good to go. The next item that almost gets 5 stars is such a weird item, but if you've been wanting to make your house into a hotel, you're gonna love this. This is a door hanger. So it's like a nightlight that goes on your door. It looks like a do not disturb sign, and this is great if you want a little bit of illumination for your guests or for yourself, but you don't want like a proper nightlight. I think this is great because proper nightlights, you want to turn them off. This is really great. It sits outside the door. It's just like a little like tchotchke that I think helps achieve that hotel vibe. It gets almost 5 stars and it's relatively affordable. I have to share this item with you. So this is a beauty item. This is the tooth and gum tonic. My dentist recommended this to me. I've had horrible teeth troubles and I found this really amazing dentist and he was like, Kiva, you have got to try this. It has solved the inflammation in my mouth. I had this horrible series of getting a root canal and then I had the crown done 3 different times on the same tooth. So a lot of irritation and inflammation there. This made it go away. I have the tonic and then I also have the mouthwash. This is such a game changer. They also make a toothpaste, but the toothpaste doesn't have fluoride. So if you're going to use that, you also want to use a fluoride toothpaste, but this has healed my mouth and it gets over 4.5 stars and you can buy it directly from the retailer website. But oh my, I bought mine from the dentist and it is the best like $38 I've ever spent in my entire life. My dentist actually said to me like, did I assess you wrong at our last session? Because my mouth was able to change so much by like implementing a new floss routine and using this each and every day. Next, we have these beauty blenders. So I am one of those people who would only use a Beauty Blender brand or Real Technique beauty blenders because all of the other ones felt like absolute garbage. Not these ones. I think they're like $10 for a set of 5. I have these on Subscribe and Save. They're so good. These are so plush. They feel just like Real Techniques and Beauty Blender, but they are a fraction of the price and I'm able to get like a flawless finish with my makeup each and every time I apply it. And even if I do so like in the pitch black, these are incredible. Now I love candles, you guys know this, and a really important part of taking care of your candles, which I don't do all the time, I must admit, is snuffing them and trimming the wicks. Okay, I don't trim the wicks, but I do snuff them. I love this candle snuffer. It's a great piece of decor. It just looks beautiful in and of itself, and it also does the job of not getting off your spit and bacteria over the candle. So definitely recommend investing in a candle snuffer, and this is a really great option. That also makes me think of this candle holder. This is an exquisite option because it holds both tea lights and taper candles depending upon what you want. So if you're hosting any soirees or any summer like dinner parties, indoors or outdoors, it's a great way to build a tablescape that's moody and luxe without breaking the bank. They have sets of 8 and they have sets of 16, I believe, and these are so well made and they're not super heat sensitive. Another product I love with near perfect reviews is this acrylic book stand. Book stands are fantastic for actually using your coffee table books, reading them, promoting reading them, showing off the beautiful art in there, allowing you to be inspired by those books instead of them just sitting on a bookshelf. This is a great way to decorate your coffee table, a console table. It does not matter, even your kitchen countertop. Use the books that you buy, don't just use them as decor, and I think this is a great way to promote both of those things. After that, we have these remote control plugs. I love smart plugs, I do, but I hate having 50 million apps. I forget about them, I don't turn them on, it's bogus. So these ones are fantastic because they're remote operated. So it comes with 2 remotes and 5 plugs. You can turn them each on individually or them all at the same time. It's just a point and shoot. These are fantastic if you want to do cord management, but you don't want to have to use your phone. These are incredible. I've had this particular set for like 3 years now. They've never died. I've never changed the batteries in the remote. It is like wizardry how amazing these are and how amazing my cable management can be as a result. The next near 5-star product I want to share with you is the Feather and Stitch sheet. I know I go on about these sheets all the time, but these are the closest option to Wamsutta I have found since Wamsutta went away. Let's start a petition to bring Wamsutta back because they were incredible. These are amazing. They even make split king sheets, I believe, and split king is really, really hard to find. Of course, you can buy 2 sets of twin, but that tends to be a little bit more expensive. So I love this brand. I have no complaints. They don't pill. They have striped. They have non-striped. They have every different color of the rainbow. If you want a good night's sleep, these are the sheets for you. And last but not least, another product that gets nearly 5 stars that you need to know about is this Hannah Roberts tray. This tray is amazing, great for reflecting light, segmenting your coffee table, giving you a way to bolster your decor and break it up so that it doesn't sink into your tables. I love this tray. It is so beautiful. The only downside is you have to Windex it because you can see every speck of dust on planet Earth on this tray. But one of the best purchases I've ever made. It's super heavy duty and looks great no matter where I rotate it in my home. And I am gonna throw in a bonus one because it's such a simple item, but something that like gets 5 stars from me and gets 5 stars online. And that is this pill container. I travel a bunch for work, for personal life, etc. And I take a bunch of pills, right? I have lots of illnesses. This is great because it comes with labels. You can label each and every little compartment and you can stick it in your purse. You can stick it in your pocket. It's super compact, but make sure that you have all of your medications at the ready. I love the labels. It's sleek and it makes sure that I'm able to take all my medications with me and just fit them in like my little carry-on instead of bringing 50 million different individual pill bottles. This has been such a game changer for me. But those are some Amazon products with near perfect reviews that I would definitely recommend to you. Some of them were home, some of them were beauty, some of them were like random gadgets that just make life so much better. But let me know down in the comments, what are some 5-star products that like you absolutely swear by? Be sure to let me know. And if you liked today's video, like this video, subscribe. And if you want to shop any of the products I shared, just click the links down in my description box. But until next time, have a beautiful day.